Yeah, but my heart racing. Like, why my heart racing, y'all? What is going on? Welcome to Club Spirit. Host on. Be right back. Hey, Marissa, how are you doing? How you doing? Just waiting on everybody to come on in. What is going on? Hold on, I'll be right back. What is going on? What's going on? How you doing, Marissa? How's your day going? How's your day? So, did you watch the Jason Lee show this morning? The only reason why I had an appointment this morning, so that's the only reason why I caught it um, at 8 o'clock. It was 8 o'clock Central Time. Yeah, it was 8 o'clock, or maybe 7 o'clock Central Time. I don't know, but I had an appointment. I had to wake up early in the morning and make it to this appointment, right? So I'm just riding and I'm actually listening to the interview. First of all, she probably gonna come in here and write in caps. Okay, so I'm reading the comments. Like, I love comments. If anybody, I go straight to the comments while I'm watching at the same time. So she may come in here in caps, okay? And that's what she does. But I I was reading all the comments, and all of maybe like 95% of the comments were horrible. They were horrible. So it goes like this. So maybe out of all these comments, well, maybe about thousands and thousands of comments. Um, no, that was 1,000 and some comments. Um, there have one person come in and be like, "Why do you hate her?" Okay, if you ask that question and you have thousands of people in the in the actual feed and you're questioning that, that means you lost. You can't read a room because why would all these people get not angry but speak on this person, and really was not hate. And like I said, a lot of these people bond with her religious beliefs and all this other stuff. Her religious beliefs. Not, I'm not a part of that. I don't. I don't go and glorify the Bible and then and 10 minutes later go and try to hurt somebody and punch somebody. I'm just saying. But if you agree with that, that's fine with me. So, her, in her religious beliefs, I I I don't understand what's hating. Truth and hating is two different things. Hating is putting you down in a negative way. Truth is she did drink and do drugs while she was pregnant. She hasn't taken that baby to the doctor. She has the baby has been the baby has been like now the baby got his, I don't want to say it that way. The baby lost range of motion. Let's put it like that. You can speak on the baby if she keeps bringing the baby to the internet. She can keep doing it. You have your own opinion. I mean, she keeps putting them out there. It's not my fault that she's at the track. She got the baby in the stroller, and she parked the stroller in 100-degree heat with milk, and she put it next to the garbage can. And I'm just saying, like, she does it, but I really think sometimes she does it at the rage bait. I mean, more everybody is about the click and is about the view. So it's just the thought pattern of some of these people in the comments. Um, she's making money doing this. I mean, y'all giving her attention. She's making money, but you don't care about the child. You don't care about the child at all. Hey, you don't care about this baby at all. So, um, like I said, man, even my mama came up here and tried to throw something up and embarrass me. I'm not gonna sit up here and be like I'm innocent in my situation, which I'm not. But I'm in a situation where I'm trying to get better. I talked about that last night. Uh, this is my theory, and I'll get back to the Jason Lee show. This is my theory. You see all that gifted money? Jaden, I said this last night. Jaden said, and I got this from somebody else, and I'm like, that makes sense. Jaden already said that Blueface, Chrisean is Blueface supplier. She got the plug. And I think with those gifted subs, they they launder money, but she's also an informant. So I think she'd be sending them over there to get caught up. She did that a couple of years ago. She sent the police to his house and she walked them through and tried to open drawers and say, look, nothing was there. And she looked like she was all confused. So she did that before. So I can see it. I can see it. I I can see it. Somebody else came up with that theory. I can see it because she was gifting them. So, but like I said, everything's about a view, a like or a view, or clicks, your engagement. Shit. You know, I'm noticing maybe you get 1 cent per view or 1 cent per commercial. I don't know. When I see the breakdown, I'm not making much at all, but not at all. I'm not really making that much. Oh, by the way, I have my Alta. Alta has a 50% off sale, y'all. And I got in my products things that I use or like from Alta. If you come through, click on it, order it. Nobody, everybody loves Alta. There go my promo, right? Anyway, I got to get better at that. I just love Alta. I really do. Um, I like Alta better than Sephora. But anyway, um, I think that's the reason why it's swatting. But like I said, everybody's there for everybody. Everybody is in engagement of you promoting products. Trying to get their channel up there. And I think her audience that was backing her, it was all about money. And I'm like, y'all must not have a heart because I think you have to be the biggest coward to hold your child because at this point you can't take them to any doctor right now because you're going to jail. So you're holding your child hostage because jail time is automatic. You're arrested. And I think that's the most cowardly thing you can do, especially if you can whoop excuse my language, if you can whoop a bitch in the street, you're not that bad enough to go and take them to the doctor so you can get arrested. Where you at? You're not bad enough for me. You're a coward. I think that's the worst thing you can do. I'm not going to take the baby. And I like how she said, he's always with me. No, he's with you because you don't want to go to jail. That's why you won't let nobody keep him. Some only people that are close. Um, anybody that has anybody that has any dividends. I'm hearing dividends. Anybody that has dividends in this situation, yeah, they'll shut up and hold them. But the rest of it, it's just a shame. And then it's like also the ladies. Let me tell you something. All this is related, and I only can speak so much on what's going on currently. You speaking and saying that's her child. She has to do with her child. She has to do this for her child. You have been altered. Not, let's forget that word. Sorry. You have been desensitized, which is, that happens. I'm trying to word it right. You have been desensitized by what's going around in your environment, by watching different things on the internet, by playing certain video games. But I'm talking about these women, what we're seeing and what we're witnessing in our algorithms, within our in our, on TV, on YouTube videos. We have been desensitized. You really, really have to understand all that's done for a reason, and you're feeding into it. Like I said today, and I only can talk so much because I'm gonna tell you at the end, but I'm getting there for a reason. I'm watching the. Okay, I saw Dolly die. I saw Miley Cyrus, her trailer, the day that they ain't hiding it. They are not hiding it, bro. And so you are a part of that. If you desensitize so more, it's like now you really, they don't care what they putting out there anymore because you've been desensitized. So you don't understand what are morals. We don't at this point. Everything is out there. So, but it's done for a reason. It's done for a reason. And like I said, man, all on my timeline, I'm watching Twitter, I'm watching on my YouTube, I'm watching these. They are out there. And at this point, like I said, if anybody, because lately, if I do say something like this, that's when the people come in with the black comments, or it's calling me a EBT queen or an NIGGR because they have to come and do here. Okay, so let me catch them before they come in here. I don't care at this moment because nobody wants to hear what's going on. They don't want to hear. So I don't care what you do. I just see what's going on. I'm just gonna watch it. And like I keep saying, man, you have to learn your symbolism because I'm reading all these symbols, bro. For what's about to come, you have to learn your symbolism. That's it. But if you don't know it, I guess that's why you know they they enlighten. That's that's the difference between the enlightened and the difference that's going to be held in the box because they don't believe in that, and then they're not going to learn it, and then you're going to feed into the timelines. So that's why I said, man, I'm seeing what they're doing, and then like these days are going by faster. The month just went by. Like you close your eyes, all this is happening for a reason, and it's getting worse by the day. And you can't. It's like a choice was made, and I keep saying this: a choice was made. People did not take the choice, so now you have to live possibly another half a century like this. And I'm being so real, and I'm not lying to you. Don't please don't come in here and disagree, because if you haven't lived it, you haven't experienced it, you haven't you haven't experienced anything, just don't argue. The problem is right now we're in this, I hear morality uh, clause. We're in this morality clause. I don't know what that means. We're in this morality clause. It's because people think they know it all. Nobody don't want to stop and listen. Everybody knows it all. Everybody, they gonna come in, they gonna say, because I have tried. They're gonna come in and say what they believe. But nobody's actually not figuring out that we've been hitting the wall for centuries, and there's a reason why. Maybe we all don't have the answer. Maybe we're not connecting to Yahweh like we should. Lord, Yahweh, God, Jesus, Allah, Jehovah, we're not connecting. Whatever you call your higher power, man, you're not connecting. So what I said in the post is real. People that think that they say like y'all marked, because a lot of it is following idols. Person died, they can't do no wrong. They are worshiped. You're not supposed to work. So that's how I feel. Like that's real. That is real. And like yo, I'm just skimming so I can select the right words. But that's a part of my platform is that. So just like my daddy used to tell me when I was a little girl, always look in the front, the back, and the side of you, because a lot of that is going on. I think I can't teach it step for step like I did. Hey, if you want to find it, maybe I didn't erase it, but I know when I finished battling out in that damn in that parking lot, battling out in the parking lot, and it led up um, to the river or whatever. But whatever I was battling, I made a promise that I wasn't gonna talk. I wasn't gonna teach it no more. So when I tried to erase it, my mom tried to hold me back because she thought it was going to embarrass me, but really she doesn't listen to what I say. So I did erase some of it, but you got to start all the way down there. Like that is like 500 videos. Like you gotta have to start all the way up into when I start skirting like, but 2024. So you're gonna have to go all the way down there to 2024. So anyway, um, so ladies, my point is, if you in there, you saying is she's making money, she's rich, she's not rich, but she's making money. She's getting the clicks and views, and why you worried about her baby? Why y'all need to worry about all this other stuff? You have now been desensitized, and also you are following an idol. No, a person that cannot do any wrong in your eyes. But really, let's just be real, ladies. Let's just be real. That she's light skinned with curly hair and she's pretty. That's the reason why. Send down Flo Millie. Send down. Give me a dark skinned rapper. Send Flo Millie is very dark. Send one of those. Y'all be calling her out like y'all do. What? Send Carissa Shields. Carissa Shields would do it, y'all wouldn't be following this much. That's that. That's that field, nigga. The house and that field mentality. She's in the house. She's the house one. She works in the house. She gets the best of the best, and we need to get that out of our brain too. Because trust me, it. But you know what though? I wonder how it's gonna be the longer that she's doing what she's doing. Um, how the looks is going to change, because that does change up your looks. What she's doing, if she keeps going, I already see it with the teeth. So she keeps going, she gonna be looking like her mama. Once she start looking like her mama, I want to see how people reaction is. But let's go back. I'm being guided. Let's go back to the show. Everything she said was a lie. It's, I understand. I try not to lie online. If it's embarrassing, it's embarrassing. I'm a human. It happens. This is live. Things happen. People pop in, say the craziest shit. But I don't lie about my situation. Lying about my situation and also not speaking on my situation is different things too. But I may have a stain on my shirt. Like I said, I may have, which I have been on here before, and I may have different things out of order, but I'm a human, right? Um, but I'm saying all this is I try to be as authentic with, but I don't put out my business like a long time ago. I don't put out my day to day or what's my plans and all this. I don't do that no more. I'm saying all this for a reason. So I don't do that. And I'm saying is I do lie. I'm not perfect. I lie to my parents all the time. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like confrontation. I'm gonna be honest with you. So if that can get me out of confrontation, I'm just gonna give you what you want to hear because I don't want to go through 24 hours of arguing or anything. So that now I'll be honest, right? I will lie to my parents. I will lie, all right, and because I don't like to argue anymore. Um, that's not for me no more. So I will give you what you want to hear. I'm saying all that for a reason, but the way how she lies is scary. The way she lies is scary. It's scary how it's just gonna slip off her lips. And it was like she came back with that story where he kicked her out the car. She came up with a different story, and I swear I know I saw it with my eyes. Yeah, what you're saying? Thank you. What you're truly saying? Thank you. What a girl. What you're truly saying? Um, I don't understand. I don't get it. But it's very scary. Usually, when I was working at the rehab as a tech, when we never around. Thank you. When we saw somebody that can lie like that, you never want to be around that person because the energy is so off. So I just would like to understand how she is if she was in person, how that energy is because when a person can just lie like that and you know they lying like that and they'll just come up with they are some dangerous ass people for real. And so you just be like, look, don't keep me alone in this person. I don't want to be near that person. It's just the way she lied. Then her supporters were just, I just maybe saw one out of 100. So, like I said, we in a period of desensitization. So, if y'all like it, I love it. You said the trolls, yes, the trolls, the trolls, the trolls, the trolls. So, but if they like it, I love it. And so, um, anybody else saw something else they want me to talk about in that interview, or anybody saw the interview? Um, because everything she said in the interview, either she was coddled or she lied on it. She lied. Then it was a different personality on that couch. She's just talking like, I saw, I'll marry, I'll marry Michael B. But what is his Christian value? What he believes in? Huh? Meanwhile, the next day, this This case study needs to be studied. That's why I can't. This person really needs to be studied, like Silence of the Lamb type shit. Like somebody needs once they get her wherever she is, you need to go and send a damn Jodie Foster, and she needs to sit up there and talk to him because this is some Silence of the Lamb shit. I need to know how you like she needs to be one of those like when a person dies they need to hold that brain and study that brain for real. Maybe she got CTE early. Hey babes. I said that in there. Yeah. It's like at least I, I'm, I was a damn very good liar. At least I remembered my lie. Because when you lie, you have to keep going on and you got to remember what you said. You got to keep. I, I was drinking and everything. I was a damn very good liar. A very good projection. Not here projection. I was good at all that. But with her, she too slow to remember. Like we saw that. And then I really think because somebody said in the comments, and I want to bring that up before I go into readings. Somebody said, what they said in the comment. She didn't do it, or she wouldn't be on here. I'm gonna tell you something real quick. Let's just say she did have the best of the best. She had the dream team or something. I'm gonna tell you real quick. It doesn't matter if you're innocent or you're not. Any lawyer would tell her don't do these type of interviews. That's her that's doing all that because and she's putting herself deeper in that hole. Like don't keep putting yourself out there because what if you are innocent? Let's just say you are. You just never know. People just can take things and just go under a rock. But she said she'll be back September 3rd. I don't believe it. I give it about a weekend because I know she watched all those comments, man. I know she watched all those comments. And she's the type of person she has to appeal to people. She ought to have people like her. You know, she has to be in another light because with her, she will destroy anyone that really rips her mask or gives her any light. She's like a gremlin, like for real. You show the light, and she's gonna be like, I'm dying," type shit. I told you, I'm Glenda. She the other one. She the Wicked Witch of the West. They throw water on it. Literally, she don't like water. They throw water on her. She are melting. Like she don't like water. She don't like light. So God bless that baby. But like I said, that baby's special. That baby's highly anointed. That that baby's strong. That baby is about to make 3 years old next week, and I'm not saying nothing bad on that child. But for a child that never went to the doctor, I keep saying this, for a child that never went to the doctor, that's in his, he's not mobile. I don't know, I'm hearing deep in my gut, he never had his head washed. Truly. I'm feeling deep in my gut about that one. He hasn't went to a doctor, even when you heard all of that cough or whatever. So yeah, he's very special. That's a strong ass baby. And you're telling me you're not that spiritually sound, that you go around saying this, you be holding on to a Bible. This girl, wait, let's go back. This girl said he be praying in his sleep. That girl said I had to. That girl said he be praying in his sleep, but she's not seriously sound. She's not seriously sound to see that. Like he hasn't died, even though I want him to. Let's just be real. She do. She do. She wants another baby, but she wants a regular baby. Oh, especially now. She'll be one of those. Y'all remember in Houston a long time ago, there was a woman that lied about her pregnancy. This was like in Spring, Texas. She became friends. A lot of this happened. She became friends with the pregnant lady, but the lady was she was black. The lady was white, which didn't make no sense. Maybe the man was white. I don't know. She killed that woman and tried to take the baby out of her to give to the man. Because you hear this, she'll be one of those for real. Um, and, and this is the message I just got. In due time, time will be served. You can't run from this. Like you can't keep doing stuff and not thinking that you're invincible. It kind of reminds me of the book that I was reading. Um, I read a book. I think I talked about it last night. It's called Out of Control. It's called Out of Control, and it's by this football player in the '70s. Um, his name is Hollywood Henderson. I'm a football fan, so I always was interested in his story because he was one of the first ones to be flashy like that, besides Will Chamberlain, right? No, but Thomas Henderson really was. They call him Hollywood, right? So I finally got to the book. I've been waiting on reading on this book for years, and finally I have the time to read it. And it kind of reminds me of a Chrisean, like how he started, and then how he got on the scene with Richard Pryor, and then he ended up using, and then it got bad till he start, freebasing. And he eventually, after all that fame, after all that money, after losing cars, after losing everything, he eventually went to jail because they caught him having sex with an underage girl, and he had to spend like 2-3 years in jail. But since 1983, he has not touched a drug. But his story it reminds me of it reminds me of hers. And then all of a sudden, when the fame goes, everybody just drops you. And now I'm reading In Control. I started that book today where he talks about how he's staying 40. But let me tell you else about this man, which is crazy. I guess his his things like Job, he went through his journey, he lost everything, and he went and because he said he was spiritually bankrupt, he went through his walk, and then in the year 2000, after losing everything, he started traveling the country, started doing things for the youth of Austin, started going to schools, you know, preaching sobriety of who he was, and he's real blunt. Oh, he's real blunt with the stories. They were what he was doing was outrageous, but that's Hollywood says that's how it goes. And he won $28 million in Texas lottery. He won 28 once, and then he hit again, and I want to say it was a million. So, like, wow. Very good books, by the way. No, I never listened to his song. No, no. But that's that's a good book. But Out of Control reminds me of her. Um, how you become famous to infamous, and when you don't have no more protection by the industry, you just thrown out there. And it was like as soon as he left the Cowboys, because that's who he played for, it was like maybe a week or so later, they were trying to arrest him, find him on possession. It's just, it's crazy. But anyway, good book. In Control is starting out good too. But um, I never heard Ronnie's song. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out. Ronnie's energy, he speaks. He speaks. Like, yeah, I don't think he would truly rest until that happened. How did that went from a mix to that? Okay, day and night, huh? 7, 8. I guess day and night. I don't know who that person. That was a new personality. Um. Oh, another podcaster. His name is Dave's Dad's Challenge. Dad's Challenge picked up Chrisean's story. So you have Louisa Trap Laura Ross, which I think was real big. Like, to be honest with you, Trap Laura Ross, everybody he has touched, cases happen. Look what happened with the now you got the Mo3 cases. Like his 3-hour documentary on that case really helped the damn police. Let's just be real. Um, he stayed on Chicago. He stayed on Chicago. Like he broke it down. He got so many documentaries on Dirk, Vaughn, the whole OTF. He has, and really, to be honest with you, I'm not trying to go off track, but he was at the trial, and people are like, you the police, like the affiliates, and he kind of got scared. But anyway, he did that. He did a 5-year. He wasn't lying about Young Boy. I'm sorry that I think that was a factual 5-hour documentary. But for you to actually have you sitting up there and watching a 5-hour documentary, that shows that that's his purpose. That's what he's good at. Um, he broke all of it down, and then he broke not the David case. He has broke down to a point there is a arrest or whatever they about to with that, but he once he had his foot on David, he didn't stop. Now he has his foot on Chrisean, but I think the OTF trial he hasn't dropped anything. But I think after this interview, he's going to drop. And and what about Trap Laura Ross? I love is the receipts. He's gonna go back and everything that she said. He's gonna go back and try to find. So like I said, Luista, that's how you name Louista, and Dad's Challenge is a white guy, and he is just getting in it, and now he's bringing her up a lot. Baby, you have crossed over. Look, you're not in R&B no more. You're not in hip hop no more. Now you're pop. You in pop. Okay, you have crossed over in pop. It's not looking good because it's like even if you were covered or protected in a certain level, all that don't look good. No, it doesn't look good. Somebody's gonna have to answer to this. Then and then playing with two masters. But Dad's podcast saw how the baby was in the stroller. I mean, it's like the first time he's actually seen all this in 4K in real time. And he's like, "What's the CPS number?" I'm calling. I'm like, "Oh shit." He's like, "Nobody else, you can't tell me y'all haven't called." He's like, "You can't tell me y'all haven't called." I think next is Nancy Grace. You don't want that. So, you know what though? Lexus, I started off with her. No, let me give her a minute. Let me give her flowers. Uh, when I started coming on the scene, Lexus and I came out around the same time. But the difference between Lexus and myself is she been consistent, and I took breaks. But we both were into the young Pharaoh situation, and she had her channel, but now how she's involved with interviewing Q and the way how she's talking to him, I'm seeing all that, yo. I'm like, I am I am so proud of Alexis. And you know what? Her background is a little bit like mine, but she has family. And she's like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be a content creator. And the family is calling her lazy. She's not going to do this. She's not going to do. And I think she had to move out. It got that bad. She had to move out and she had to stay with um, her cousin. And and let me tell you, she was very transparent, and she showed that whole transition from her starting. From now she's stable, and I gotta give her flowers, man, because I know of her. Like we have talked, so we have talked. So I'm gonna need to give her, especially the interview. Like I think they're gonna use hers as evidence of what's going on because she popping it on him. I'm like, yo, how you got that close to him? How you got close to Quail? How did that happen? I, you know, and then her platform at the time was small. How did she? But I have to say, since Ronnie has passed, she has carried on his name since February 2025, 24, no 25, 20. Um, she has carried his name 24. Thing. Yeah, God is blessing her, and you know, I don't believe in content creators get up, because like I said, it's like how mine mine is different from hers. Where then how people come in and they be like, "Oh, don't talk about any other content creators, man." Look, I'm gonna give her her roses because she came for nothing. Her children, she lost her children, something like that, and I really believed her when she was going through it because I kind of had, or I'm in that same kind of situation, and you know, she, I think she's gonna blow up. She really is, but because she has took this case, even when it wasn't no light on this case, she kept going. I mean, she truly, I think his family, I think she's one of the ones the family saying thank you about, because she carried that on her back. So I'm proud of her. I'm very proud of her. Thank you, thank you. But I'm so proud of Alexis. Keep going, keep going. And you, she kind of reminds me of, and I don't even see him no more. Like Tim Norman with the, because I was in that one too. I was watching, but I wasn't doing as much lives on it. With Sweet Pie's son, Tim Norman, and it took a long time for that case. I'm gonna be real with you, and if you watch, I'm tell you the truth, girl. I'll tell you how they be watching. So Tim Norman case, and he kills. He takes out um, his nephew for $400,000 insurance payment, which he never got. I mean, 1 year happened, 2 year happened, 3 years. I think it took 4 years for them to bring him out. But it was a person named Vale. I don't really see him no more. It was a person named Vale and Chronicles. I think her name is Chronicles. They kept, just like how Lexus is doing, they kept that case. And so when Tim was actually in court, they called Chronicles, and I do believe the Chronicles said the feds came to her, and she said they were watching her videos trying to connect the dots. So they be watching. So just saying, that's how he got caught up. And they got it. Both of them got invited to the trial, and they were doing it every day. But they really gave Andre Montgomery, that's who he was. Andre Montgomery, he gave it was, but it was so crazy, y'all, with that case, because that family was divided, because that was her grandson and that was her son. And it was like she chose her son instead of doing it. um she spent a lot of money. She lost a lot of money on her son, but that was her grandson. And so his side of the family, it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. So what I learned is, um, just because he's your son, man, call it out. That was your grandchild too. No, that's what part, I can talk about this case too. Um, Part of it was Tim broke in his mama's house trying to look for some money. She thought the grandson did it. The grandson told her, "My uncle's out to take me out of this world." She didn't do anything, which is crazy. That She was like, "Man, you crazy. You're a criminal." Like, she stopped talking to her grandson over that, and then found out that was crazy. But the point is, um, those two were like Lexus. They stayed on that case. So she still paid for that man's appeal, which is crazy. But anyway, I hear, what the lonely do at Christmas. I don't know. Maybe that's her. What do the lonely do at Christmas? That's what I hear in my ear. So, how did he come up? How did Drake come up, y'all? somebody bullshitting. Somebody's full of bullshit. I don't know who it is. Somebody is full of bullshit right now. Like this person, whoever this person is, now I'm going into what's around here, what's around this platform, the messages that need to come out. Somebody in here watching or going to watch is so full of shit. I heard it's like him. This person is a false character. This person I'm speaking about, I don't know. The person that I'm speaking about is different characters to a point they don't even know themselves. And true. Yeah, I just been through that. Learning true self. Learning who I'm still learning and accepting. Learning who you are is self acceptance, right? But you lose who you really are. I'm speaking from. I'm just speaking from here. Um, you lose who you are when you try to live under the influence of people. The influence, under the influence of people, trying to people please. You, you know, in my toxic days, this is what I called it. I called it a chameleon. Um, I used to like when I was out in the streets running. I used I used to work good jobs. One time I was working. I was working as a. I was working as a healthcare regional director of healthcare for this plant, and I was over their healthcare for 8 plants in Houston. Really good job. Best job, I think, one of the best jobs I ever had in my life. So I'll go in my job and be Kirsten, all professional, speak professional, bullshit. Know how to, I know how. I guess the diversity of growing up, I can fit in that crowd. I could be the only black person in the room. Like, yeah, gee, thanks. And then get off from work. That's when the Carter 3 came out. Put on the Carter 3, go home on Friday, pop me a ecstasy, and then go to the damn ratchetest ass club ever. If you know Houston, it's called Carrington's, and it's still open. That club been open for like 35 years. It's on Main Street. It is the most hooded. I was a regular there, right? So I will actually go into Carrington's and just kick it with people. That wasn't like Houston have the elite, especially in those days, the elite of elite clubs. My dumb ass wanted to go by the damn Astrodome or now with the NRG, and I want to go to that club right there, right? So I can switch there. Then I can switch on when I had my tech business, I can switch and talk to I can venture funded investors come out with a whole deck. Okay, this is it. But I used to call that a chameleon, which is not. And that was just different characters because I had Kirsten, I had Kiri, which my family think I was just retarded or slow, so I just played that way. And then I had Kirsten was the professional. Then you had Infinity. Infinity just did what she wanted to do. Infinity was the one that fucked up everything. That was at that time. That's who Infinity was. Infinity was my alter ego. Infinity used to go in them clubs. Infinity used to be doing some out the box shit. So that's how it went. Uh, so I didn't really have a true self. I really didn't have, who I really was. Even though in 2020, when I found out what my purpose is or was or is not was, but is, I still didn't want to accept it. So I'm saying all this for a reason. This person's like that. They they think that it's cool to be different people around different things. And I heard they think that's a superpower. That's a skill. That is a skill. Oh, I gotta do that reading too. It's a skill. A reading just came to me. Um, this person needs help because when the water blows, they're not going to understand anything because they lost self. And sometimes that can make you go into a mental breakdown because you don't know who you are. You have been told who you are for all these times, or you have created different people, and it's just eating away. Um, it has eaten away your soul. I heard it has eaten away your soul that to a point that it, there's no more here. There's no more characters you can make. I don't know who that is. Who that's for? I don't know who's that for. It's like no more characters you can make, and it's like reality is about to hit this person, and they not gonna know how to react. Maybe this person has an answer to everything too. Maybe you try to talk to this person like, yeah, I know this shit. Like, why are you telling me this? You know, they're about their ego and their pride. um, yeah, that's crazy. So somebody is. I see somebody's in the bridge, in the middle of the bridge, and that bridge is about to fall down, and they're about to go down with the bridge. Um, you were allowed long enough to figure out who you are, and you refused. I hear that you had all the capabilities to learn yourself. You're fighting. Somebody's fighting themselves to really. Re- okay, this person has a false sense of self. Like it's a false sense of self, inflated ego. That's what this person is. They don't know how to stop, know how to quit. Maybe they have walked and they've been seeing, like God been giving me red flags, hurricane flags, like, yo, stop, stop. And this person hasn't stopped. That's why I guess the bridge is going to go under them. But somebody has to realize, I don't know, maybe this person is running with a crew, and this person maybe is inflating their income more. They inflating their income more, and they with this group of people, and they want to look some kind of way in front of these groups. So they're using their chameleon abilities, and then they're falsifying their own, like they're falsifying their own, but they really not on. And they're actually getting to a point that they're out of money. And now, for you to keep going, you do crazy shit. And this person's maybe thinking about doing bank fraud in some kind of way to keep going. It's like this person is like layers, got different layers. Like finally we get to the flower, like to the middle of it. This person is losing his mind, losing their mind because they're trying to keep up with the Joneses, but don't have the Joneses' money. But now yo man, look. look, whoever this is, let me tell you something. Let me tell you, this is easy. This is how easy. Nigga, I'm broke. Time's hard. I have to do things right now to to make a way. Things that I don't even want to do. So, think I don't have any money. I am 40 ish, 47. I'm gonna be real. I'm 47, right? 47. I don't have the money. If you don't want to hang with me, cool. That's how easy it is. Nigga, I'm broke. I don't have a car. I'm broke. Things happen. Everybody can't be rich. I made some wrong decisions. This is how easy it is. I made some wrong decisions. God is humbling me, you know. So yeah, I got 30 minutes. So that's how easy it is. Like, I don't understand. You want to go to jail to make people feel good about you. And yo, I'm be honest with you, they cracking down on them checks or whatever you trying to do. It's not that serious, man. You're gonna be like one of them women in the prison. You know how them sexy ass women, big, and they be posing with their homies, and all of them look good. That's gonna be you. Oh y'all know y'all taking a picture the next day. All y'all in the cell together, making sure y'all look good and making sure each other hair is done. They take that picture. That's where you heading at. So somebody just be true. Shit. I don't have, even if I had the money, let's just say if my platform blows up, which it is. I'm bringing that into reality. It is. So if I don't have $35,000, no, if I don't have $100,000 in cash, I'm not gonna buy $35,000. I mean, a $35,000 bag. It don't make sense to me. Why? Why? Mm, I don't get it. So people can look at me with this $35,000 bag and say, "Girl, clock it." She got, she got that limited edition. Clock it, and it's real, girl. It got the serial numbers. Clock it. Oh God. I have done this before. Oh, you bought a car and you know you can't afford it. You're gonna still buy the car. You know, in 2 or 3 months later, they're gonna come and repossess the shit. Just to ride by them, and then you'd be like Crystal Shields in that Corvette. We only saw one ride with that Corvette. We haven't seen nothing else no more. Maybe that's her reading. I don't know, but somebody needs to just be real. Just tell the fucking truth. This is, and then also like God has a way of humbling you. And trust me. Trust me. Do you understand how hot it is? How hot it was today? I walked my ass in that heat, bro. It, the shoe is hidden, sticking on the fucking ass spot. That's maybe your last pair of shoes that don't open. That's not talking. sticking to the asphalt. Like, yeah, God, you got me, man. Oh yeah, you give me all that humble. You give me all that humble pie. Somebody's gonna be like that in a minute, and they won't be able to handle it. But it was hot out there for real, for real. It was hot, and then it was like I was doing that around 10 or 11 o'clock this morning. You would think that, mm, mm. Damn, my shoes have been casualties to the damn asphalt and the damn sidewalk. Anyway, I heard she did. I heard um that's what her people did. I really think it's about to go down because you cannot have all. Oh, this is what I saw in instantly when I was reading. Let's just say BET was testing her because like they premiered this on not on his. They premiered this early in the morning on BET. Let's just say her job is to do something. Her job, her job in this market or in wherever she's at. I saw that. I didn't mean to do that. No, where she's at. Uh, she maybe they wanted to test her out and see what people's opinions are. Like you know how you can be lying and you can be doing, and then they can make you a redemption story. They can still put you in different sectors of people for you to do whatever it is, right? And the public opinion is down, so we can't stick her nowhere. Hell, she's lying. She's lying like that. I know she can't get. Can you imagine? Can you imagine an informant that cannot communicate? I told y'all they didn't know. It's like they went to use lot. They found her and didn't know they have a lemon, and they had a lemon, and they don't know what to do with it. They thought maybe they can put another motor in it. They thought maybe they can switch her up and put her somewhere else. They thought maybe she can do this on her own, or maybe maybe they trying to put her in the stream and to do what it's not working. It's not working no more. It's not working. This person came in 2020 when I caught on to her. This girl used to command 60 to 70,000 people on Instagram, which is weird. Now, if you go on her YouTube or on her YouTube, is pulling maybe 300 people. That's when I know some of her numbers are fluffed. She's bought it because on her YouTube tells the truth. So, and she got them crazy ass, her moderator is crazy, bro. She had one moderator in that comment. I'm like, bro, you the weird one. Like the welcome club spirit. You would die for. Crazy. Crazy. She would die for it. Like that hot tea chocolate person. Believe anything, like I'll drink your bath water. That's how hot tea chocolate was with her. But anyway, but I think that was a test too. But really, legally, she wasn't even supposed to do that. But I think that's the final nail in the coffin. They can't do nothing with her. So, and her people that follow her are weird. Yeah, y'all. Yo, ladies, let me tell you something. Ladies, let me break it down to you, because most of y'all are like 40-ish, around my age range that's following her and speaking, because you you have done something and you see yourself in her and you're in your mid 40s. And ladies, I'm telling you, you don't you don't lie in that behavior. You're supposed to heal yourself from that behavior. You don't encourage it because you've been through that. Maybe that's why you shit, I can't talk, but maybe that's why you're not seeing it because you haven't grown. Usually, if you have failures or whatever, I had to learn this too. It's about growing. So yeah, you haven't grown. So yeah, I saw all the comments. I saw all the comments. So oh, it was another reading. Oh, Northwest. Was that her on that camera talking like that? You can't. No, that gotta be another kid. That can't be her talking like that. Like she from Wilshire and Normandy. Wait a minute. That wasn't her. That wasn't her. She was talking the book. Like anybody saw this? With her talking about I don't know who she talking to. Um. Okay. How can I give this advice? You can keep attempting to manipulate your reality by shifting it and shifting realities, messing with people, like you in your witch's brew, right? You have to pay up with a, with a with an offspring. You gotta look. You gotta look at the fine print of your contract. You gotta look at the fine print, right? So the only thing I see is okay, legacy, family wealth. But I think it's not fair. You put all that vaccine to a child. I'm trying to word this because this child is 13. By the time this child gets 18, because we haven't hit 16 yet, this child will be gay 1 minute. This child's gonna like white boys 1 minute. This child's gonna like black boys 1 minute. This child maybe want to work at damn Burger King. Then this child want to be a damn Nepo, but like, or this child wants to do something totally different. Maybe this child like I've been in the line like pretty much all my life. Now I just want to be like the brother. I just want to just hide out. I feel like before you put any child into all that, man, wait, because that's weird. Now that's weird, like because I saw the message, because like I said, I can read. I saw the message in her cover. Man, she's gonna be like those Disney children, and you're giving it like it's not. As a mother, let's just say I I did the same way. I'd rather do me than bring my kid, but I'll wait. This baby's brain hasn't developed yet. This baby's going to be like she hasn't developed yet. I think that her mama needs to slow down. but I see what you're doing. You want to make her like what your mother did to you because that's how you were raised. But to put all that value, that, that guidance, the history of what you're doing, the guidance of it, teaching the origins of it, I think no kid at 13 should not be given that world. You know, with my daughter, I talk to her about it. Da, 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 da. She's 16. She she knows, but she knows, but she plays like she don't know because she understand because she see me, so she tries to hide what she knows. But to open her like that, because it's like baby steps, like you put her, like you throw her out there, and you gave keys to her, because that's what I'm looking at. That you gave her. And then your boyfriend broke up with you. Yo, if something happened to Lewis in 6 months, y'all know why. Your boyfriend said he broke up with you and said you can't help somebody that don't want to be saved. Kanye's right. That's what he said today about her. You can't save nobody that don't want to be saved. So I don't know. Maybe all that work was done. Probably maybe doing something in here, but you're not making sound decisions. Like I'm telling you, that's putting too much on a kid. So um, why would you? Is this a competition between her and the other kid? I don't want to say like, no. How? Why? Why? Why would you put her grown as all this for money? Sacrifice. I hear sacrifice. I guess I can speak it because I'm saying it. Sacrifice. All this. And you can't wait. If it that baby gonna crack. Just keep going. So no. Her boyfriend said that Kanye's right. Kanye is right. Kanye Kanye is right about a lot of stuff. It's just he doesn't know how to um, word it correctly. You know, but he's right. He was right about a lot, and I'm gonna be honest with you. He was he thought he can do it on his own, and he can't. Things happen. So if you see anything about that new ex-boyfriend in the next 6 months, something happen, you don't know why. It's crazy. But what I'm hearing about that whole family, sometimes people you talk to lie on your original agreements. hmm Too much work has been done. Ready or not, here I come. Yeah. Ready or not, here I come. You're going to have to pay to playing with people. Because it's going to be a new wave coming in this industry. It's a new wave. They're preparing people. And they're going to actually get hit with this new wave. Some people going to have to be wiped out in this new wave. So I don't know what that means, but y'all been doing too much. When enough is enough. Like, yo, I don't want, I don't want me no. Anyway, moving on. Don't you love them Geminis? Those Geminis trying to be telling you the truth. They be thinking Geminis are crazy. No, they're truth tellers. Geminis are truth tellers. I'm Libra, so I'm here. I'm here to give you the balance. But a Gemini, hey man, how you doing? I love you. I love you from Neptune. I love you from Neptune and back. How's I know you don't like the text, so you're not gonna be here long, but I hope school was good. Okay. Yeah, that's my baby boy. I love my baby boy. Love my baby. Yo, I did say this about my baby boy. I said, man, because I'm like, if you're going to go and play football, please don't bring on a girl named Northwest. Mom, I met this girl. Her name is North. Hell no. Oh, God. I did tell him that. Um, walk away from Northwest. Anyway, he said, oh, hell no. He said, oh, hell no. Yeah. That's when I'm going to be your mama. Oh, get her out of my house. Anyway. Anyway. Okay. I'll call you later, man. I love you. Okay. I'll call you later. Bye. Yeah, we don't want Braylon up here. I'd rather take him over the daughter. The daughter be. Anybody ever watch my channel? You know, yeah, Libras help you stay balanced. But Geminis are the truth tellers. I think all air signs are cool. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. I think those are the coolest ones. You know, But they never, I think they say, I think a Libra can level off a Gemini because, it's light or dark. Like, I think a Libra can balance, but they say no. But I really think a Libra can balance a Gemini. So, but shit, I think a Gemini can balance the Libra because if the Libra goes this way, they off. They scale. You got like a Libra has to stay level at all times. We don't want the scales to go any kind of way. Well, I think, but yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah, I thought about an Aries. All my relationships have been with Leos, and I think they'd be all right. I, I also when I was walking, to I was listening to a podcast, and it interests me. I need to go back and find it. So there was a tarot reader. Okay, so Ohio, I guess Ohio University students, four of them got hit or passed away, got taken out, and it was four of them. And there was a tarot reader that pulled out cards, and somehow in her cards, she went and said that a history professor did it, and the professor was having relationships with one of those students, and maybe in she had millions of hits on TikTok about this case, and she, she, she was having millions of hits on this case or whatever, right? And the thing was, she was wrong. But this is the interesting part. When she was wrong, she didn't want to admit she was wrong. Well, let me tell you something about. Let me tell you what's real and what's fake. Who really can see and who really can't see? Because it's, I'm not gonna sit up here and be like I'm perfect. Sometimes, one of the biggest fears when people like that is one of the biggest fears is to be wrong. With me, if I was wrong, I'll come back and be like, I'll come back and be like, yo, I'm wrong. All right, then I'll go back and I'll meditate on a higher frequency. Like, yo, okay, I'm on this frequency. I was wrong. But if you have someone to the end, even though they know they're wrong, and they keep saying they're right, that means they have an inflated ego. You can't see with an ego. So the way how she was saying, like, God chose me to do this, and she, the person that she accused, wasn't even in the state on the day that these people passed, and she got a lawsuit, and she still in this lawsuit is still saying this woman did it, and she lost. But you have to watch out with those because you can't. Okay, even though for you to, anybody can be intuitive. Anybody can. If you keep meditating and just open your body. You don't carry any dark or negativity with you. You keep doing nothing but frequency meditations. That's all you do. Not the music, the pure tone. I did it for years. I did this since 2021. Go to bed, have it in my ear every night, every night, every night. And then I think now I'm doing it just for maintenance on the weekends. But you also have to clear, like, you have to be a vessel. You have to clean, like, you have to go through therapy. You got to get what is called, what they call is shadow work, right? Or what we call in AA, because that's what it all is too. Um, you have to do your inventory. You have to work on your deficits. You have to acknowledge your deficits. You have to acknowledge your shortcomings, right? So you have to be an open vessel to do this, right? To do it right. And but part of it is you can't. So let's just say if you cannot be like, if you can't use your frontal lobe to see, because that's all it is your frontal, that pineal gland. If your pineal gland is, you can't see that way, right? You bring out the card. Okay. So if you're that big, if you're, it's like when you lay out a card, it's like it, you'll see something different about that card. But you have to have a higher vibration to see this. It's like maybe I show a person, they'd be like, yo, I see a man and a horse. I'm like, no, you see this little corner right here? This right here. That's how you supposed to read. And she you can't read like that. You can't you can't read, and it's okay because it's like people can change their realities every day by making another decision. Not quick. So maybe what I give you, because it's nothing but a weather prediction. So I give you this prediction. Maybe you get it from me, and then you go and make it right, and you can change your reality. But that's why you're not supposed to be doing that too, because you can't really be shifting your realities like that. But anyway, that's like the way how you're doing it is like cheating. But anyway, don't slow it. So that's why they be like, that's a fine line. You can't be just trying to see everything and then trying to shift this way. Like, no, that's the part that's bad. That's the part that's bad. But anyway, but this person was all in ego energy, and it's like you have to watch out for those type of people. You really do. You do. Hi. 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 So I just had to tell somebody that. Um, so mhm. Nothing's happening. Okay. You and your sister. Okay. So you know how what I'm getting. You know how siblings grow up together, but one can be an apple and then one can be an orange. Like your way of pattern of thought is totally different from this person pattern of thought. Um, I see. It was like maybe a separation from you two, maybe high school. Yeah, she was starting to hang. Yeah, it's like maybe it's a separation. Maybe this person mind clicked up and changed around high school, and it's like you are sensible. This person is far out there, and maybe you're the more mature one. And so it's like y'all were close, and then it's like I see a plant, and I see you going this way, and I see this person going that way, and it's like you're more logical thinking. You pretty much are the mature one in your family. Maybe you were more mature than you should have been. Like you were like an old lady in a kid's in a teenager's body, right? Now her, on the other hand, she just started running with the crowd, and you know why? Insecurity, very insecure. She worried about her looks, how she looked. She really has low self worth. You ever had a family like the Beyonce and Solange syndrome, but they really somebody can be jealous of the other sibling, but the other sibling is not even in contest with this sibling. This other sibling is just doing them. They just doing them. But it's like you were more attached at home. She, but it's like she is about low self esteem. It's about she's seeking through. It's like you get from your parents, either you can go this way or you can go this way. It's like the parents are here at the root, and then it's like she went that way, and it's like she seeks through other people, and she has very low self-worth because she doesn't love herself. She really has self-esteem issues. um she has lack of a love awareness. She don't even know what love is. She don't know what love is like. It's like I empty. Like I'm looking at it, like I see a cuckoo clock and I see it in her chest, and it's like woohoo! Like there's nothing. There's nothing like nothing in her heart chakra. It's nothing. It's like it has been so much about me, so much that it's nothing there. It's nothing there at all. But it's like when you try to talk to her, she don't have nothing to do with you, but she'll find her way and do more for other people because she wants to please these people. These people are not really people that are not. They're not. Like, they are not her equal. It's like she like I guess I was talking about she falsified. No, she's doing things with these people that she normally don't do. And it's all because she's seeking. And in those type of situations, you gotta let them figure it out on their own. Because walking around with walking around like that you have she has to go and find the source of why. So she has to go and see. And she has to go and find the source of her pain. She's in misery. But it's like the source of her pain is somebody, like you meet somebody and somebody talked about your looks. Like maybe she dated this guy and this guy, like maybe in high school, told like this guy was like an asshole that she dated. Maybe this guy was older. Possibly she thought she really got somebody. Like I got somebody, and it's like he told her something that stuck. Is still stuck with her, and she can't get my pain. Something back then. Something happened. This person treated her bad. This person treated her bad, man. And she never was right after that. Cause whatever this person, it was like for once, cause she always doubted her looks. She finally got a guy that really she thought was a good kid, like a good looking man, like a good looking man. And this guy really treated her like shit. And it's like, well, once was nice. I told you it's like high school. Which was nice ended up being salty. Just became a whole nother person. So, mm, 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 mm. Mm. Yeah, I'm trying to find some peace, and God knows. Thank you. Yeah, sometimes what a man can tell you. That's why I'm like, with physical abuse, you hit me, my wounds will heal. But if you emotionally abuse me, those words still stick. And but you gotta heal. You gotta forgive and heal. Like you have to go and find out, and you gotta forgive this person and realize that you're not that. And you're gonna have to forgive this person and walk and try to get your peace at it. Um, it's a lot of regret and pain, and it started right there. Projection. Look, it ain't my fault. You know what I'm saying? It ain't my fault. Projection. Somebody had to take the fall. You know, when you're miserable and you hurt, you lash out on the people that's closer to you. And you just lash. You just lash out on the people that really are there for you. You lash out. But it's projection, deflection, projection. Anybody deflect what you haven't done, probably bring up something that you done in the past. Like you like, nigga, I was 18. Shit. Well, you know you like nigga, we was kids. What is you talking about? You know you threw that rock. Like deflect. Just find anything to deflect. I don't want that ball. Don't throw me that hot potato. I want to throw that shit right back at you. Yeah. You didn't microwave it. Don't throw me that potato and tell me I didn't do it. You didn't do it. Oh God. Sometimes it takes a long time for us to get it though. Me at 37, I was hurt 10 years ago. I was hurting. I was hurting. I was in, I was in the I was starting the darkest period of my life. I was gonna take fault on that shit. It's all y'all. Y'all did this to me. That's why I'm in the spot that I'm in right now. I hate all y'all. Just angry. Mm. Somebody, who's Prince Charming? And I'm gonna say this. I'm about to go. Now I'm coming back after I'm finished. I'm gonna come back. Who, who, who is Prince Charming? Mm. Sometimes I be the worst ones. Um, there's a Prince Charming around here. A Prince Charming. Looking for like Tech said. I love Tech, y'all. Tech is a good underground rapper. He looking for his ghetto Cinderella. Huh? Uh, I can give you fortune. I can give you fame. Okay, you can give me that, or you can give look. You can give me that. Come on. In your own due time, baby. I'm watching you. I'm watching. This is how this person is. I'm watching. Like I can. Wait a minute. Music goes to a podcast with anything. You can make this into a pop. I can like this is how this works. I can change Shawty life. Shawty. Yeah. Alright. You Prince, you know this guy is checking it out. Like maybe a talent scout, whatever. And been watching. This person said, "I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to. I don't want time." This person don't waste no time. This person's serious too. He's very passionate about wherever any project this person does. He's very passionate about it, and he does not waste any time. He doesn't like to use anybody's time, like the song is saying. I don't waste no time. Prince Sharif. It's not, sometimes people names name are named for a reason. Sometimes people don't understand that God gives them that name. Just saying. Yeah, I don't know who that is, but this person, and I'm gonna say this on here. This person is like at first he's probably gonna approach and be like, "I want to work with you," And then you probably, this person's gonna be like, you don't believe this person, like, yo, like, it's like this person's gonna reach out, and then you're not gonna believe who they say they are, whoever this is. And so it's just like, you're not gonna believe, like, yeah, right, you pulling my leg, right, you pulling my leg. He did. I don't want to waste your time. He did. Spirit be on the, spirit be on that time. I don't know how the music go, but that's how spirit goes. But anyway, let me go. I'll be back. I think I'll be back like in 20 minutes. But I do have to call my son. I haven't called him all day. So I'll talk to y'all later.